Yeah, so we're doing this whole gig in Pittsburgh. This is not art. No, it's just a go. Yeah, so I have 2 screens. Yeah, Pittsburgh is going to be like our big show. And so this is like a test for our big show. Yeah, so playback is here. I could technically probably record to do a replay right now. But I mean, other than that, if you like, I can, wrong button. So if you like all the counters you do here, we're not recording. Here you have a relay. Kind of, you have it in and out. Right. Don't worry about pressing record. Here it's really hard. Obviously we're right on top of it. When you come out here, you're gonna have a little more freedom.
So you do want a little zooming?
A little zooming, a little bit panning. Wherever you're comfortable. Like obviously, if you don't feel comfortable, you can stay wide. Okay. So I mean.
Am I supposed to follow the puck, right?
Yeah. So you want to follow the puck and show the options. So right here. Yeah. So like he could pass, he could shoot. So right here, this guy's gonna make a bunch of mistakes. Right. So here he comes. I want to show him the goalie. Right. So. Yep. And it's hard because it's so low level.
Low level.
This is low level, so it's gonna be harder to read it. And like there's levels of hockey here. So we have an F to an A league. This is the F league. So it's a little slower, and you're gonna do hard step as well. And that's faster because everybody can run, not everybody can skate. You know. So what? I mean, there's 3 bars in the area, so yeah.
People get rowdy.
People get rowdy. They pre-game and they bring it here.
So this is a game, a practice? Or
this is a game. So yeah, it's a rec league. So all this, we have a bunch of rec leagues, and there's probably about 150 teams here. Wow. And so they run. Yeah. I mean, it's mostly local here, but we're the only roller hockey rink. We're the only rink like this in Connecticut. We outlast by the other competition. So we have people as far as Mass coming in, and people as far down as like Shelton.
Yeah, it's hard to build a rink.
Yeah, it's hard to build a rink and just have all this spray play. So I'll let you go here. This is kind of like your warm-up game. Feel it out.
Yeah. Is Joey gonna pop in?
He's gonna pop in. He had a and Joey had to run in and kind of like save the day. So he's doing that. He's calling back here. He's gonna be here for 9. So that's the game we're gonna be doing. 9 o'clock game. Yep. So 15 minutes is gonna happen at the end of this game, and then they're gonna wait till the top of the hour, if not already the top of the hour. We'll go from there. All right. So I'm gonna be switching between here. You'll see me jumping around. So if you want to see like the replay, hopefully I'll have the replays up here as well, and go from there.
Thanks,
all right.
Man. Nice to meet you.
And nice to meet you. And I'll see if I see any feedback. I'll run up here and give you feedback.
Yeah. Let me know.
Yeah, nothing. This is like I said. This isn't like a job or anything. This is us. We have free reign to do all the testing. So this is just testing. Awesome. All right. I'll be down here.
Thank you, Justin. Whoa! Oh shit! I'm gonna need a mat.
you things inside the blue line. You're going to want to, inside either blue line, you're going to want to have the net in there with it.
Yeah.
Once again, it's,
That's where they're probably going.
Yeah, right.
Trying to lose the puck in the shot.
Trying to lose the puck in the shot, but, I mean, for you walking into a game, it's hard to do. And I was actually really happy with that. And Joey will be here, and he'll be doing stuff, and let's see what's going on there. Try. Problem is, I brought this thing from like multiple different states, and between one state or the other, I lost. Oh yeah. The answer's yes.
He knew it was coming.
You lost the ball too. But
Justin, the cameraman knew that was coming.
yeah, cameraman moved quicker than me. Yeah, this is football hockey. There's a couple of different. You could easily play. 100 and change. I think it's like 115 or 10 games, and all 10 games are here. You know, it's wonderful. And you know what? There are guys here that play. There are guys here that play like National League hockey. That's what we're going to Pittsburgh, and it's like, and they're basically like NHL players, NHL players, who just like couldn't do it. They're that good. They love it and you can't get away from it.
Yeah.
It's like cocaine.
Yeah, I know somebody.
Where's your camera? Okay, it is a little guy.
It's small, but
Okay.
that's the trick, you know?
Okay, it'll be fine. Be absolutely fine.
I didn't know if you needed like sound recording, but I do have to go video mine.
Okay, we're good on that, but thank you.
Okay.
I do. I'm just going to have you need to be a little bit more like that. Testing, 1, 2, 3, testing. Making sure that this is testing. Justin, are you hearing me? Testing, 1, 2, 3. Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing 1, 2, 3. Still nothing? Okay. Yeah, that's me. Oh, is it you? It's us. It's the expert crew up here. It's the A-team. Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing 1, 2, 3. You got me? Okay, you're on. Okay. Okay. Battle here between two division rivals here. We're here for the F2 regular season matchup between Chris Dickinson. Yeah. Are you okay?
Your head was in the way.
Oh, my head. Oh, I see. All right, let's try that again. We are here for a training session. This is Memory to Video Productions. We are training all sorts of people, processes, gear, things to do. We're trying to get it straight for the big show. This is the big show for the big show. And we are training Ben Allen on the main camera tonight. It's his first ever gig with Memory to Video Productions. He'll be on the main camera. We have a couple of stationary cameras that are providing instant replay as we're rolling that out tonight. Meanwhile, down on the court, with just barely a minute gone, we have an early offensive face-off for the Dragons. That's won by Chris Dickinson. We're looking to see a lot of Dickinson in the face-off circle. Here comes Mark Schumann, quickly trying to get it up the boards, battling his way up. Dickinson across, and that is kept in by Devin. Shu up to Greg, and sent into the zone. No ice, they say, goes behind the net, and back again to the other side for Doug. Doug twisting and turning with Jason all over him. Jason gets his stick on that attempted clear. Devin fights off Chiotti, but Chiotti recovers. Fighting his way along the boards, and here comes Dickinson. Greg with a quick stop, up the pass over, 6 feet in the air for Jason. If it's basketball, it's a great pass. Here's Dickinson now with it. Makes a nice little spin move on Greg coming, and it's a self-breakout, but that's taken away, and Mirsky with the shot. That's blocked. Doug tries to clear, and out it comes. Dangerous situation here. Randy over to the other side for Shu. Back for Randy. Randy's got Greg up the middle. He doesn't like that one, so he's going to change the options a little bit. He sees Frankie, and he finds him. Shot that the goalie struggled with for a quick second, and this game is a pretty fast-paced, action-filled situation early on. Shu for Randy. Randy, nice dish up the boards to Jason as he goes off for the line change. The one-timer pass over to Greg. Beautiful setup by Jason. Beautiful read by Greg. Back in front for Frankie, makes the move in front, could not finish. Darren keeps it inside. Chioda fights his way out of the corner, sends it across for Greg, just misses. Up along it goes. Schumann keeps that in. Greg covering for Shu. Jason now with it as Shu runs all the way in. 3 Allies forwards now down behind the goal line, or near the goal line, as Jason tries to center. Comes around the front of the back of the net, over for Chiotti, up, and it hits the ceiling. As we now have a new ally, Joe Cooperman. Cooperman joining the party. Backup goalie, now trying to expand his skill set. Tony Miscalco, his brother, on the draw, trying to win that forward. Jason going after that. As it is worked up along the boards there, Miscalco keeps it in, and then it comes back out. Chris back over for Greg, who now wants to take that that long shot, loves the long shot. Here's Dickinson looking around, Darren on him, and now Tony. Here comes Jason with it instead, sends it deep, on net, handled awkwardly by the goalie, and back out perfectly for Chris Dickinson. Takes the long shot past Darren. Darren's going to get here first. He sees Tony right in front of him, goes off the wall. That's going to be good. Niskalko taking his time, allowing the Dragons to set up. Got to send that up quicker. That is potentially icing. It is. Got to get the blue line on that. Got to get there quicker to make that pass. As we said earlier at the start of this broadcast, these are two old rivals. I believe this is the 10th season for the Skateless Allies, and in all 10 of those seasons, they have battled this Dragons team. Close games every time. Tonight should be no different. Tony on the draw against Dickinson. Here we go. Dickinson cheats and wins. Up it goes for Coop. Sends it over for Darren. He tries to send it back in, and out it goes. Should be ruled off a Dragon. Unless you're imagining things. That's a little Imagine Dragons joke, Ben. Okay? All right, come on, you got to laugh a little bit. Help me out here. Help me out. We are streaming this live. Ben Allen wants to know if we're streaming this live. We certainly are. All you fans out there know that. Here's Darren sending it up the wall. Darren knows it's live. That's why he's playing as hard as he is. Get the line, get the line. Just barely does. Niskalko trying to jump in on that. Darren has it. A little bit too quick and too hard for Joe Cooperman. The perfect breakout pass until they went offside. Those Dragons going offside. Very quiet energy from both benches here. The Allies this year.
Stream's really chugging, but we can still do Mark replay.
The Allies here, of course, coming in to this game in first place, having, I believe they have not lost a game this season. And the faceoff goes back for Doug. He couldn't quite get there. Trying to fake out Frankie. Give himself a little bit of room. Goes back for Devin. Up along the wall here. Here comes Shu and Randy. Randy saying he has it. He's got Greg on him in hot pursuit. Back for Shu. Goes up the wall for Coop. Goes through the middle to Greg. Dangerous play. And that is going to come out of the zone as Devin tried to keep it in. Couldn't quite do it. Shu has time. He's got Frankie. Does he see him? He's going to get the line, and he gets him now. Frankie walking in, looking for that quick shot like he normally does, which apparently Greg knew because he blocked it. Here comes Shu back for it. Up the wall for Frankie. Doug tried to step in on him. And Dickinson now covering for Doug. Totally aware of Doug right now is Dickinson. Coming up along the wall, that's going to be handled a little slowly by Shu. He's looking behind the net for his partner, Randy. Randy turns, looks, finds Greg perfectly with the breakout. Greg dumps that in for Frankie, a little too far away. Schumann with it now as the Allies slowly set up the play. Here's Randy with it, sends it in deep, that's a shot. Doug sends it up the wall, and this is a lot of dumping and chasing, where Shu is the one who's doing much of the chasing. Behind the net now, trying to go back for Shu? No. Yes, now he does, but it's a perfect pass to the high slot. Fortunately for the Allies, only Chiotti was there. Again, he tries to go up the wall. Goalie coming out. Back up as the Allies make a slow change. Very, very dangerous change, as now Doug has the opportunity for a long shot. We do know that he has the history, the ability to score against the Allies on long shots. Meanwhile, Frankie misses the net. Back over from Cooperman. Here's Frankie trying to center. Looking around, heading towards the high slot. Working with Darren, sends it in long distance. Cooperman will get here first. the Dragons not showing the same type of energy as usual, as down goes number 4, big number 4. And in front it goes, and it looks like Joe Cooperman with the goal to give the Allies the early lead. Cooperman, he's been on fire lately. We'll get another look at that, and you could see that it was tipped in. Still a little unsure if Cooperman got his stick on it or if it was a defenseman. I think it was a defenseman. It was Doug. Excellent replay there by Victoria Velez Del Bueno Coet. Here we go. Center now. Goes back into the Dragon zone. Darren has it, waiting for his team to touch up. Good pass over for Tony. Couldn't quite handle that. There's a long shot by Doug. You know he's going to take some of those. He's had enough success against the Allies doing that. Darren tries to feather a pass through the legs. It doesn't quite work. Jason putting on a lot of speed there, a lot of pressure. Doug going back along the other way. And back into the corner it goes, where Darren will quickly get there. Looking around, checking his options. Running back behind the net. Give himself a little bit more room. Changing the angles. He's trying to find Frankie. And a little bit long on that. Perfect pass from Doug to number 10. Darren working hard in the corner against number 51. Still working hard, coming out of the corner, through his own slot. Still trying to find Frankie. When you're determined to pass to Frankie, you do what Darren did. Frankie now chasing this down as the goalie's going to come way out. Try to avoid, keep Frankie from touching that. Couldn't quite do it, but Frankie couldn't do much with it either. Meanwhile, Miscalco cannot get it past the wall that number 10 is presenting to him. Here's Randy, straight up the wall, perfectly done. Excellent breakout. Long shot coming up. That's on net. That's how you do a breakout, folks. You do it fast up the wall, put it right on the blade, especially when the other team is changing. Tony, meanwhile, giving Chris Dickinson a lot to handle, but not enough, because Dickinson was able to make the move and get the shot. Now he looks to center that. Mirsky is there. Throws it in the middle. Allies' defensive coverage not optimal, but that matchup was. Frankie takes his shot, puts it right in the glove of the goalie, then backs away. Devin going all the way across for Chris Dickinson, right at the red line. Randy on him quick, making sure they cannot get it in the zone, at least not without resetting. Now Schumann's going to have a little bit of time, but he's got Greg on him now. He sees Randy, misses, hits the legs. Here's Tony with it. Off the wall to Jason coming out. The dive on the big shot, the one-timer by Joe Cooperman! Well done. Very well done. Sharp-looking plays here. We'll check the MVP replay coming up here. Let's see what we got. We see Cooperman here heading towards the net. Jason Mirsky on the side of the wall. The shot right on. Goalie appeared to make the save, but it still went through. Allies now with a 2-0 lead with 52 seconds to go here in the opening period. Ben Allen's first day on the camera here, shooting sports from Memory to Video Productions, as Cooperman works the corner against Devin. Back and forth he goes, trying to spin away from him. Gets a little bit of room. Here comes Devin now. Coming right along the wall, gets past Shu, takes a shot right on. He had Greg right there, couldn't make the pass to him earlier, didn't see him. Now he sees a pass. Jason comes back, and Randy will just get it the hell out. Replay coming up here. And we see Devin coming in, taking the shot. Casey equal to the shot. Beautifully done, beautifully executed save by Casey. Nice play by Devin along the wall. Dickinson looking around. You sure can, Ben. In about 22 seconds you can ask. As it comes out of the zone. Doug in hot pursuit going up along the wall for Devin. Back for Chris Dickinson. Allies are offside. And here comes that long shot. Casey comes out, makes that save. Randy shovels it for Shu with 4 seconds to go. Is he going to hold it? And he does. And that's the end of the first period. We'll be back shortly. Okay, here we are back for the start of the second period. Not sure who this goalie is for the Dragons as he's walking towards the net near us. I think he seems to know me as he's heading this way. Oh, I see. I see. It's on. It's on from the Dragons goalie. That was a little strange. Do we have a replay on that? Oh my gosh, that was very strange. All right, Miscalco gets it out. Trying to hold up Greg. Darren there to help him out. Whoops, or try to help him out. Now Darren is going to have to help himself out, and does. Gets it to Frankie, which means it's going into the zone. Here's Doug with it. Doug wants that long shot. Kept in by Miscalco. He takes a long shot. And that will be held by the goalie. Could that be Joe Kunenkeel? Justin, if you happen to know, you could say something. If you don't happen to know, say nothing. Actually, just generally speaking, Justin, say nothing. Do us all a favor. Okay, face off here in the Dragon zone. Dickinson telling Devin he wants him to rush forward. Frankie sees that, goes to block him. And Coop with a shot right off the draw. It looks like Dickinson was trying a little fake there, indicating that he was going forward. Frankie reacted, Devin reacted. We're looking at the replay on that. And you could see on this replay, Dickinson won it perfectly. Coop charged and got the shot off. Meanwhile, back to the action here. Glove down by Darren. Tries to go back across for Frankie. Couldn't quite do it. He's going to get to keep this in, though, but here comes Doug. Doug looking up the middle there for Devin, who banks it off the wall, and it's a perfect breakout for the Dragons, except for the fact that they don't have possession. And Darren misses long. Tried to go for Coop, missed him a little long there. As Greg now coming back to help out. Lots of neutral zone play. Frankie trying to bust through everybody. The pressure gives it to Joe Coop, who just misses on the side of the net. As referee John DeLuca trying to copy everything I say. Meanwhile, beautifully executed rush there by the Allies. As we've often said, when it comes to Allies hockey, it's not about you, it's the man behind you, and that was a perfect example of that. As Frankie rushed Doug, he had to try to go hard up the boards, and Coop was waiting for it. Meanwhile, face-off. Dragons push it forward, and here comes Frankie with his brand new pink gloves. Runs to the middle to get a better shooting angle. Tony looking for it, trying to center it. He's going to get it back to himself. He sees Frankie here, shovels it for Frankie. Frankie into the wall, here under the boards here. Gets it knocked off his stick. Randy tries to throw that on net. On to the other side it goes. Here's Tony. Tony trying to get it for Jason. Looking right at him. You can see that. Up the wall it goes. And the Dragons are going to get it out, but they say the referees call that icing. And referee John DeLuca, yep, he's going to have a word. Okay. So the referees discuss it. They agree that it was not icing. Or they're still discussing it. This is a pretty rare situation. In fact, it's a first. I've never seen two referees consult on a decision, on a call, across the rink from each other. Very unusual. Nonetheless, we're back to the action. The right call was made. And meanwhile, Jason now with all kinds of heat. The shot back over for Randy, tipped by Coop. There's Frankie with it now. Twisting and turning, losing Devin. Back for Jason. He tries to center it. Kept in by Shu. Yes, it is. Here's Jason back for it. Fires right into the shin pads of number 10. Now he gets it to himself, throws it to the other side. Nobody there. Here comes Frankie. Bain Jr. keeping that in. Here's Frankie with it, turning. Back to the behind the net it goes. We have two Allies there. Jason losing the opportunity as he tried to chip it off the net to himself. Couldn't quite do it. And what's the call here? Offside? Okay. More confusion with the referees because there was a good, I don't know, maybe 10 seconds of action that were offsides. I don't really understand it. Referees, they're working their way into this game, but then so are we. We all can't be Ben Allen doing this great, perfectly, flawlessly on our first time out. All right, Miscalco being worked on by Bain Jr. Miscalco staying in the fight, but Bain with a good move, good power move. Darren eventually sending that all the way down. Yep, that's got to be Kunakil. I don't care what Justin says. And Bain trying to get past Miscalco. He does, and then past Darren. Casey, the goalie, sends it up the wall, and Jason bailing everybody out. Here he comes. Potential mini breakaway. Yep, he's going to come all the way in. Can't make the move on Kunakil, who comes out. Very aggressive goaltending by Kunakil. What else is new? Greg's going to send it out through the chip and chase. And here's Darren. He's got two people on him. Back around for Miscalco. The perfect move. Miscalco taking a little bit too long, perhaps, as now Coop can't get that pass. Caught between his heels and the boards. Darren looking around, coming right through his own crease. No problem. Back. Sorry to hit you in the tape there, Cooperman. But the big spin around. Here comes Kunakil all the way out. Where is it under him? He doesn't know. There is no whistle. Coop has it now. Coop trying to pass that. Empty net. Can Risky score? No. Once. Cooperman down. Kunakil down, excuse me. Lots of action here. As Jason screaming for the pass with his stick in the air. Cooperman instead passes to the other team. When you can't pass it to your own team, why not the other team? Here's Mosley with it. A little too quick for Jason, who now tries to recover, trapping it under his foot. Back across the other way for Cooperman. Hits the ceiling. And we've got a replay coming up here. Let's see what we've got from our crack instant replay team. Oh, this is it. Kunakil coming out, the goaltender. Cooperman fires it right into the chest. Trapped under him, probably thinking that there's going to be a whistle. Not sure why there wasn't. As everybody's looking for it, only Cooperman could find it. Good idea to not take the shot from that angle. Sends it back across for Mirsky, who took a little bit too long to tee that up, and Kunakil was able to, the defenseman was able to come out and eventually save the Dragons from going down 3-0. Okay, here comes Wiley Devin, a veteran Devin. Back behind his own net for Doug. Kept in by Randy. Randy converted to defense at the end of last season. It was a great move for the Skateless Allies. A big part of the reason why the Allies, who have struggled to make the playoffs the last 3 seasons, are now one of the powerhouses of the division. Meanwhile, here's Devin with it, looking at Doug. Doug's got Greg. He'll try that long shot. Misses on the short side. Here's Shu with it. What's he got? He's got the stick of Randy, who leaves it for Coop. Meanwhile, there is some debris on the floor over there. Not sure why. Here comes Devin. He sees Doug behind the net. That came in a little hot. And now so does moving around the D, still behind the net. As we see a butt end on the floor here. Referee picks that up. Chiotti being worked on. Sends it into the corner. Tony a little late to the party, which is perfect for Devin. Meanwhile, a little confusion there by the Dragons. Coop has it now. Taking that off-angle shot. Dickinson loves to make that little spin move there. Tony not sure what to do with that, it looks like. Finds Doug, who walks it into the zone, but the Allies recover. Sent back in, and they'll have to regroup. Devin with a long shot. Hits Randy perfectly in the thigh. Cooperman sending that all the way into the corner and coming around. He's being told to leave it by Chris Dickinson, the veteran, talented center. He decides he will take the long shot, and they're going to call that icing. Interesting decision by one of the smartest players in the rink, Chris Dickinson. Not sure why he did that. Maybe he thought he could get it on net. Maybe he thought he would hit a stick on the way in. Nonetheless, it's an icing. And probably in his mind, it's not the worst play anyway because he's so dominant in the draws. It's okay to have a face-off down low. 3:51 here to go. as the Dragons are taking their time to set this thing up. I think they've got a full bench, but they do look a little slow. No one guarding 51. Now Chiotti is. Darren really close in on that draw. Sends it back for Greg. That was a really nice try and play by Greg. He's on Dickinson hard and was able to slow him down. Here's Darren with it now, walking in. The backhanded pass for Jason. He has 3 different looks at this. He tries to center it. Just misses Frankie. Frankie now knocking it off the stick of Doug. And Frankie again back for it. Knocked off his stick. Doug with the play. Beautiful finish by Doug. And that's why some people play defense and some people play offense. By the way, in case you didn't know, Frankie Chiotti only plays offense. Wondering if we're going to get a replay on this. I'm being told it's coming, and here it is. Doug running in. He doesn't see it. Here's Chiotti with it now. He makes one move, but not a good enough move, and that leaves Doug all alone against Casey, and he knows what to do. Moves it right around that right leg, and it's over. And once again, Doug, who probably will score 4 goals this season, will score 3 of them against the Allies. That's what he does. Meanwhile, Frankie working hard against Bain. Greg with a big shot and a fat rebound. And it gets past Miscalco. Here comes Darren with the younger Bain in pursuit. Darren waits to get him away from Miscalco, who quickly goes to Joe a little too quickly, and that'll be an icing. We'll get an icing on that play as goaltender Joe Kuninkiel praying to the hockey gods or something. I don't know what he's doing. It's Kuninkiel, folks. No one knows what he's doing. Meanwhile, we have a face-off in the far end, and it looks like we're not on the main camera. Isn't that fun, folks? Okay. Battle along the wall here. Tough to see from the GoPro at the other end. Kept in by Oogie. The big shot, the one-timer by Devin. That's right on net, I thought. And there you go. Cleaned up. I think that's a Bain-to-Bain play. The bane of the Allies' existence right there. Now I'm being told we have a replay. This ought to be fun. Kept in at the other end. Here we got Bain in the corner. And Ben a little too close on these as he's still working on his first day. Okay.
Okay.
Yep.
I'll speak a little louder.
Yep, absolutely. All good here. And once again, we have a close game between these two arch rivals. Not feeling the venom yet. Hopefully we'll feel it soon. Although not up here in the crow's nest. We don't want to feel that, Ben. Okay, back here for Oogie. He sends it over the line. Here's Randy with it. He tries to go for Jason. That's picked off. But Shu is going to recover this. Up the wall for Mursky. Gloved down by Devin. Mursky trying to get into the corner for Tony. Tony working against number 10. Picked up by Mursky. Trying to walk in, trying to center that. Everyone knows that that's coming. Working around. Can he get it for Coop? He does. Shooting from while he's on the floor, attempting to pass it, either one. Mursky back to his feet quickly. Randy gets to keep this in, it looks like. And that is finally sent down. We have an icing as the Allies putting on a lot of pressure. Lots and lots of pressure here. Okay. And we see Mursky on the ground shoveling that pass over for Coop. That went right on goal. Really nice play by Mursky. I'll try not to be in front of the silver bullet Canon camera for a change, as I fear my director, Justin Coet, is going to yell at me for. It's because I'm too tall, I think. All right. Face off here in the Dragon zone. And Dickinson definitely going forward, trying to actually just power his way through Tony. Randy tried to get a shot in. Couldn't quite do it, but recovered nicely. Here's Shu. He's going to go all the way over to the wall. Randy has it now. He sees a hole. Is he going to take it? Yes, he does. Long shot. Stick to side by Kuninkiel. There's Doug with the move past Coop. Off the wall. It's a bouncer. Dickinson across for Greg, the one-timer. May have been off a little off net, but Dickinson now with the move, trying to power his way to the net. Can't do it. Coop running back to his point. As Randy tries to win it to himself. He's got 2 players on him. Coop with it now. He sends it down, and around he runs. But here comes Kuninkiel to meet him. And what will he do? The play right underneath these cameras here. Cooperman. Nice hustle there. Kept in by Shu for a quick second. Cooperman slow on the withdrawal, and here comes Devin, the windup. It's wide on the same side as the last time he fired it. Meanwhile, here comes Shu. He's got two guys, one on each side. Hits his own player. That's kind of a good thing. All the way across it goes, except no, now we hit the other player. Here comes Devin with the shot, fat rebound, and it's missed by Greg. Now here's Coop with it, trying to get it over the line. Once, will he get another try? No, we can't do it. There's three players, couldn't do it. As the Dragons have overloaded that side. Perfectly sent up. Wait a minute, we have a whistle. We have a tripping call. We have a tripping call now. Tripping call now. We see the shot coming in. Casey with the big save and the fat rebound.
So what's the? Oh, is that camera's in there? Okay, that's what you guys are cutting.
So this is you right here. That's you right there. Okay. So you want to be, when they get in there,
Yeah.
you want to be kind of like that.
That's
Don't be more than that. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Once they're in the zone like that. Okay. Meanwhile, looks like we should have a power play against the Allies. Opportunity now with 33 seconds to go. 1 minute penalty. Couldn't see. I think it's Randy that they called on the trip. Wearing the famous number 38 jersey, worn by Lisa Brophy. The shot now by Doug as the draw was perfectly won by Dickinson. Back to Doug with the shot, cleaned up by Greg. That's Dragons hockey there for you folks. We have a replay, I'm told. Let's see. A little bit too far away from the wall on that side. As that's one to Doug. Doug with the shot. It seemed to hit Miscalco and then went perfectly to Greg. As he finished it off, we now have a 3-2 lead for the first time today. The Dragons take the lead. There you go. Okay. Here's Miscalco. Sends it back to Doug. He likes that because he likes to shoot long. And now Darren picks it up. Looking. He's got Frankie, who is being given a lot of room by Devin. They're really respecting his speed. As they are telling Doug he's got to get it out with 13 seconds. Here comes Chris Dickinson with an opportunity. He's got Darren Mosley all over him. The battle behind the net. Where is it? Darren has it. Goes long for Cooperman. No time. And the period will end with the Dragons now leading by the score of 3-2. Right. Okay. We're back to you. You're driving. Okay. Face off now. Frankie with control, trying to work into the corner. And it's clear to me that the Dragons are definitely aware of the speed of Chiotti. Nice play from Greg to Coop with a shot. Chiotti working on that rebound, and Doug working on Chiotti. Bain off the wall and around Miscalco. Read quickly by Darren Maudsley. He's got Miscalco still. Will he go back to him? No, he goes to Frankie. Frankie looking across. What will he do? He sends it all the way around for Coop to go and run to on the other side. Coop recovers and gets that, although he's still got to chase it. Trying to center that. Doug's going to get here first, and he's going to go up the middle perfectly for Darren. Ooh, hits his own teammate in the face. Cooperman with a shot to the face. That doesn't feel good, folks. I can tell you all about that. Anyway, here comes Frankie Chiotti. Long shot. Where is it? In the corner. Greg gets here first. All of a sudden, Greg has happy feet. Slowing down now a little bit is Greg. Here's Bain with it, trying to go off the wall past Miscalco. Does. Darren has it. He's looking back for Miscalco. He sees Chiotti. He finds Chiotti. Chiotti, another long shot. Sticks to the corner by Greg. Look at Greg hustling in there first. He sees Coop. No, he doesn't, but Coop saw him. Meanwhile, Doug saw Chiotti. And it all comes back out to Darren. Darren looking at Chiotti as the Dragons make the change. Tantalizing pass attempt. Darren off the wall for Chiotti. Not a good matchup here for the Dragons as he easily walks into the corner, sends it out, centers that out, predicted easily. Miscalco keeping that in as Bain falls down. I think he stepped on Miscalco's stick. Bain might say that Miscalco tripped him. I don't know Bain, so I don't really know what he'd say. Meanwhile, here comes Chiotti. Chiotti diving to try and prevent that breakout. It comes right back to him from Darren. Darren doesn't care if you're ready. It's coming to you, kid. Meanwhile, Coop off that rebound. Great scoring opportunity as Greg throwing elbows, getting mad at Dickinson, no doubt. Dickinson comes out with that. Looking across for Bain as Darren will recover. Couldn't get to the red line in time. Fakes the shot. Chiotti dumping that. Will he look for the line change? Yes, eventually. Allies changing a bunch of players. Here comes Coop walking in slow. That's right up the middle. As Casey now gloves that. No whistle. Slow whistles today all around. As we have 7 minutes to go here in the third period. Dragons leading by the score of 3-2. Okay, it's Tony versus Chris Dickinson. Dickinson tries to go forward on that and does, but that's stopped by the Allies. And then Doug, with a little bit of bad luck, tried to keep that in, couldn't quite do it. Then it caught the railing. He's not happy with himself. A goal and assist here tonight for Doug. Tony against Dickinson again. What's going to happen? Dickinson looking to go forward. He does. Kept in by Randy. Beautiful positioning by Randy there at the line. Dickinson does send it down now for Casey. He's got it in his glove. Plays it out for Schumann. Cooperman with that. Ben Allen doesn't like that play. Got a little nervous about that for the Allies. Suddenly he's an Allies fan. I don't know this guy, but he loves the Allies. All right. Here comes Devin and Tony back checking on Devin. Devin back checking on Shu. He takes the long shot. Here comes Greg looking in the middle. Here comes the backhander right through the crease. The shot, the rebound to the side. Here comes Shu with it now. Allies with a 3-on-2 odd man rush. Shu makes the pass but put himself offside in the process. Here comes the long shot. No. Here comes the long shot. Yes. Very wide. Whoa, through the 5-hole of Casey the hard way. And here's a shot opportunity for Greg. He didn't waste any time with that one. He's got Randy behind. Randy's got Greg in front of him. Pushes it out to the wall. Right here for Jason. No, for Cooperman, excuse me. All the way down it goes. Cooperman going with the line change. Here comes Chiotti back out as the Allies with 5 wingers tonight. 1 short on their bench. Handled now by Shu. 1 player on him. He's got Mirsky. Goes for the Greg side. Here's Dickinson with it. Jason trying to take advantage of a nonchalant Dickinson here. Here's Randy back over for Shu. Shu looking at Tony. And Tony not reading that. Here comes the long shot. And the Dragons are just killing this clock as the Allies are slowly moving around. Shu going to the Frankie side. Doug with it now. Soft forecheck by Chiotti, who has it in front. What a move by Chiotti! I think that was intercepted by Tony Miscalco, kept in. Goes back to Chiotti, makes the move. And we'll see it now. Yep, kept in by Tony. Grabbed by Chiotti, moves around the goalie. He's tripped a little bit. Down he goes. He don't care. Tie score 3-3. Ben Allen likes that one. I think he even liked the call. I like Ben Allen. He's new. I like him. Okay, over to the side here from Miscalco. He tries, can't get it past the referee. The referee playing really good defense against Miscalco there. Back to the side now for Chiotti. Sends it all the way down. Doug has it now. You got to be expecting that Doug is now going to start looking for that long shot again. As Darren has one player in pursuit. Look at the entire right side. That's where all the good Allies are. I don't mean really good. I mean like Jason is good too. But anyway, here he comes. He tries to score on the other side. The rebound comes to Frankie Chiotti. He puts it away. Little sloppy hockey here by the Allies, but it's working in their favor. Here comes a replay. We'll see exactly what happened. The save by Kuninkiel and the rebound perfectly for Chiotti. Nobody picked him up. Chiotti now with the second goal of the game, I believe. And suddenly the Dragons are going to have to go back to putting on the pressure. They were trying to slow it down. They were trying to play out the clock. Now they just need to survive this shift as they don't have Doug or Dickinson on. Back now for Jason. Across the middle here. Here comes Frankie charging in. Misses. Goes over the net. Frankie there first. Trips over, I don't know, himself, the net. Who knows? It's the kind of tripping that only, let's see, how many other Allies could do that? I'd say Cooperman could do that. Miscalco would not trip. He would not be falling the same way. It would be much slower. Justin Coet, our director, believes he could do that. It would not be nearly as graceful, and Justin would still be getting up. And Darren keeps that in on the line, dancing the line there. And then the pass over for Mirsky, tipped by Chiotti, again kept in by Darren. Bain's going to get this out now. Darren again going to get here first. Darren's speed proving too much for the Dragons now to deal with when the Allies have the lead. Here comes a long shot by Darren. Yes. Shooting wide on purpose, I hope. Tried to, Miscalco gambled a little bit, trying to keep that in. Darren came over to slow down the breakout, and now Darren's going to start it up. He's got Mirsky with him. All the way across to the other side, he goes for Chiotti. Again, that matchup that the Dragons don't want. Here comes Chiotti passing across for Mirsky. Sent out. Miscalco has it now. Lets it go over the blue line, which means it could be icing. And he took too long, and now he's in trouble. Here's Casey with one good shovel save. Where is it? It's being kept down by Randy and Miscalco. Somehow the Allies survived that. Here comes Kuninkiel coming out. Loves to do that coming out thing. Back in front from Chiotti to Mirsky. Back over to Chiotti. Back in front from Mirsky. He takes a shot. The big save. It comes back out. Kept in by Greg over to Mirsky. And the goal! Too much pressure down low. This was the big shift. The Dragons had to have this. They were missing their best players as they came off of giving up a goal. They had to survive this shift. And there you go. You see Frankie going for Mirsky. Couldn't quite get the shot. It goes back over for Chiotti. He sends it back in front now for Mirsky. He takes the shot. The big save. Back kept in by Greg off his feet. Mirsky with the shot. And the goal. Mirsky here, I believe this is his second or third season. What's going on now with the goalie? It looks like the Dragons took a long time to decide whether or not they're going to call that timeout. Let's see what they're going to do now. As they get together to talk about this. Typically in these situations, we see we see the team that's calling the timeout, talking in a big huddle, maybe over by the bench. But this is not that situation. Ben being told that his camera shooting is perfect, and I perfectly agree. This is the strangest timeout. If you will look over to the left, you'll see goaltender Joe Kuninkiel, again looking like he was praying to the hockey gods. I wonder if he's the one that called the timeout. That could be the reason why they seem so disjointed. Sometimes when a player does that who's not the captain and hasn't discussed it with the rest of his teammates, they don't know what to do. So this is a very disjointed Dragons team. Pretty confusing situation, actually. Kuninkiel slowly putting his gear on. We know that Kuninkiel, through the years, he gives up goals and he gets mad. It's just the way it is, Ben. It's just I can't explain it. All I can do is explain it to you. Yeah, it's okay to get mad. It's okay. Don't get mad at me, Ben. I'm just doing my best, man. I'm just doing my best. All right. Here's Greg against Dickinson. Oogie for Devin. Along the wall now for Greg. Here come the long shots, folks. Casey not having that. He just sort of punched it back out. Randy perfectly for Greg, and the Allies send it out. No icing there. Frankie's going to get here first. Here comes Kuninkiel. Why does he keep coming out against Chiotti? That was part of the problem on the last goal, I believe. Here comes Greg. He's got some time. He whips a shot. Kuninkiel kicks it to the side, back for Frankie. And Frankie's like, that's cool. Here's Dickinson with it. Long shot by Greg. Yep, they're just going to keep doing that now. They need goals. They need 2 of them by my count. I don't know what Ben thinks about that. Maybe his math is better than mine. Ben's agreeing. The Allies are up by 2 goals. That means that the Dragons need 2. I feel more confident in my math now. Thank you, Ben. Into the corner it goes. Here's Randy with it, wearing the famed number 38 jersey worn by Allies legend Lisa Brophy. Meanwhile, here comes Chiotti with a spin move. He cuts, he takes a shot. Back over for Chiotti, and that is a goal. That is a goal, that is a hat trick. And the combination, this is a hot line for the Allies here tonight. Cooperman, Chiotti, Greg. Watch it all on this magnificent replay by Victoria Velez. Missed by Devin. Frankie takes a shot. In the net it is. Allies continuing to put on the pressure. Meanwhile, the Dragons now out of timeouts. They need a hat trick by somebody. Here comes Dickinson with a shot. That's blocked by Tony. Here comes Chiotti again. Takes a long shot. Can't get it past the defenseman, number 6. Here's Doug. Kept in by Tony. Beautiful interception. He takes a long shot right on Kuninkiel. And there you go. That's the angry stuff by Joe. Battle of the Joes. We got the good Joe. We got the bad Joe. You see the difference. I'll let you decide who's who. Dark Joe. Not Dark Joe. Score is 6-3. Tony Miscalco. He's got Darren right behind him. Looks like he's going to try to win it back to Darren. Can he do it? No, he's going forward on that. Kind of worked. Here comes Doug. Cooperman giving him all sorts of hell. Gets it out. There's no way Miscalco is going to get there first. Oh, wait. Icing is waved off. The near referee called it icing. DeLuca disagreed. I got to tell you, I think DeLuca made the right call. Kept in by Doug. He's got to fight through a lot of Allies to do it. That's still in. Here's Darren. Goes off of Tony perfectly in front of Devin, and he whips on the shot. Miscalco whips on the clear. Back in front it goes Darren. Perfect redirect. Bain can't get it. All of a sudden, it gets a little sloppy. Darren's got to wait. Cooperman's got to get online. He sends it down. Here comes Chiotti. That could have been offside. They didn't call it. Doesn't mean anything with the refereeing we see tonight. Chiotti with the move. The battle of the 6s. Rolling a straight 6. Frank can't get past the bigger 6. 6 against 6. It's too much heaven. Frankie working, killing a little clock here. We're down to 50 seconds. Allies up by 3. And Doug has it now. Looking for an option, a passing option, throws it in the middle. He doesn't know Coop is coming. Maybe all he did now. Darren with it again. Take 2. Sends it all the way down. No. Yes, icing. Well, you can't tell what these refs are going to call. One arm is in the air, the other guy says no. We're back to the replay. All that chaos in front. Devin is going to see this one in his nightmares. So is Mike Miscalco. We're going to make sure Mike Miscalco sees it, that's for sure. Oh, the tip-off of Darren. Look at that. That was some pretty fun stuff right there. All right, Darren conversing with Tony Miscalco. Darren, the expert face-off man. Darren told him what to do. I don't know if that was the thing. Because it goes right to the dog off the draw. Darren sending it all the way down perfectly through all those girders. That is no easy feat. Along the wall here, Darren has it. Perfectly in the middle for 20 feet. Where is it? Now Darren's got to get this. 10 seconds below us. Greg telling him, I'm sorry, Casey telling him there's only 8 seconds. Here's Coop with it now. Sends it all the way to the other side. And the Allies are victorious. Big win over the Dragons. Arguably their biggest win in the, at least in the recent history between these two teams. Certainly the Dragons have won by multiple goals. I'm not sure the Allies ever have. Ben trying to talk to me. What are you trying to say to me, Ben?
That went so fast.
Ben says it went so fast.
Yeah.
It was fun. You want to do another one?
I can't believe that was an hour.
Yep, that was a fast hour. That's right. Working with side by side with Joey Delgado, it just goes like that. It's so fast. And look, there's Greg. There's what's his name? It's that tall guy, Adam Case. That's his name, Adam Case. He's going to try to see. There's just why you got to do that? Why you got to do that? Why you got to do that? So I think we're going to call it here, folks. Justin, are we going to call it? Okay, so we're going to call it here. Thanks for watching. The Allies win 6-3. Stay in first place. And we hope to see you again real soon. Hope you love the instant replays. We're going to continue to work on these until Ben gets them right. Okay, for Victoria Velez, Justin Coet, Ben Allen, Joey Delgado, and the screen went black. Oh, no, we're back. All right, everybody. Have a great night.